Everyone. Looks like we're now live on YouTube. I apologize for last week. It was Thanksgiving. I was going to do a thanks on Thanksgiving. If you're in the United States, it's Thanksgiving anyway. If you're elsewhere, you're not. And I had so much fun with my friends was visiting that I forgot. Sorry, I had too much fun last week. So we'll do our Thanksgiving this week because this time of year, the end of November and all through December, there are so many events. If you're a religious person, excuse me, sorry about that. There's a lot of religious events. I'm not a religious person, but I still like to enjoy what people call Christmas. It's actually a pagan holiday, but as a time to get with family and friends. Same with Thanksgiving. It's a time for giving thanks by getting together with the people that you care about. Of course, if your international Thanksgiving isn't in November for you, it's whatever it is in your country. So that was last week. And now it's December, and all through December, there are a variety of events for people. I'll call them events. Since I'm a spiritual person, but not religious. And there's so many different religious things this month that I can't even name them all. So whatever it is for you, whatever that means for you, that's cool. But it's a time of remembering where we've been this past year, because at the end of the month, at least for a lot of us, it's New Year's. I know that I think it's February for the Chinese, and the Jews have their New Year's, and everybody has their New Year's. But for the Gregorian calendar at this point, which hopefully will get changed one day back to a lunar calendar, which makes sense. But in the meantime, let's just think about giving thanks and living in gratitude. People talk about it all the time. The barriers to living in gratitude are the lack of forgiveness. In other words, hate, anger, divisiveness. And at a time when there are people deliberately trying to divide us, protesters out there screaming, it's absolutely stupid. Have there been wrongs in the world? Yeah, for thousands of years. You just now noticed. Do we need to change that? Yes, but protesting and being angry and calling people names, this is not how you change things. All you do is make yourself look stupid. If you want to change something, enjoy what you like and walk away from the rest. Okay, you can't change things by being nasty and ugly. You just alienate yourself. So instead, let's try and come together and appreciate each other. What do you like about somebody? And I don't care what color they are, what religion. I have friends of all religions. I'm not religious, but I have friends that are. It's okay. They can believe whatever they want. That's their life, their values, and I honor them. So find a way to open your heart and love everyone, because then you can be thankful. And the more thankful you are, the more blessings come into you. And we don't do it to get blessings, but it's the law of attraction. We get back what we send out. So if you want to be nasty and scream and yell and post hateful things about people, I just saw a post on Twitter that was terrible. Somebody thought they were, preaching to the rest of us. And I just put underneath it hate speech, because that's all it was. It was a hate speech. It wasn't about transformation. It wasn't about helping others. It wasn't about coming together. It wasn't about finding common ground. It was just the nasty judgment of everybody that they didn't think was good enough or whatever. I don't know. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I don't listen to crap like that. I just start to listen, and when I realize it's just nastiness, I walk away. So think about what you can be thankful for and who you can forgive. Who can we forgive and move forward so that because we don't hurt others when we don't forgive, we hurt ourselves. You don't hurt them, you hurt yourself. So we're going to do a meditation tonight on how do we do that? How do we find that compassion in our heart? How do we find what we need in order to move forward so that now we're not living in anger? We're not living with, if you're living in a situation where people are yelling at you or they're nasty with you, I feel really sorry. You need to find a way to get away from them. Or you need to find a way to tell them, hey, I'm not going to put up with it. And if they don't stop, then walk away, because no one should have to live or be exposed to nastiness. Life is too short, and there's always another way. You can forgive them and still walk away. You can love them and still walk away. You can love them and still forgive them. And forgiveness does not mean you let them do it again. Forgiveness means you give them a second chance, maybe a third chance, and if they still do it, that's it. They're done. And you forgive them and you walk away. That's what we have to start learning how to do. So tonight we're going to do a meditation, and we're going to ask our, whatever you believe, I'm going to call it the higher self, if that's God, divine, whatever that means for you, the creator consciousness, whatever you want to call it. I'll just call it divine. Don't be triggered by the word divine. I know my friend Jaja, that word triggers her. I'm just talking about whatever you want to call that higher self, your conscious, your subconsciousness, your soul. We're going to talk to that and ask it what we need to do, what changes we need to make in our beliefs, in our thoughts, in our actions, in order to have a wonderful, wonderful December where if you're religious, we celebrate whatever events you have this month. If you're not religious and you're like me, you just like having fun at Christmas and New Year's, whatever that is for you, so that you can do that in peace and happiness, and you don't have monkey mind, you're not fretting, you don't have all these negative emotions, where you're in a space where your light is shining out in the world. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So let me do some share screens here. Share. And I'll do some share sound if I can. There we go. So remember, this music has binaural beats. So if you have a headset, it's more effective if you put it on, because the left and right ear will be different. If you don't have that, that's okay. It'll still work. And you can lay down, sit down, or you can stand. Whatever works best for you, so that you don't fall asleep, but you get the most out of it. Some people just don't want to sit, so stand. Some people prefer to lay down because they can hear better when they don't have to worry about their head flopping over or whatever. Do what is most comfortable for you. Okay, so let's turn on some music. Okay, so let's go into our sacred space. And I'm just going to count down as we breathe in. So inhale, 3, 1, 1, 1, and exhale. Inhale, 2, 2, 2, and exhale. And inhale, 3, 3, 3, and exhale. Now begin to ground yourself into the earth from your base chakra and your feet. And feel the earth energy coming up into your body. And as it does, your feet relax. And as this relaxing energy moves up your body into your legs, it relaxes you even more. And it moves up into your first chakra, clearing and balancing and aligning it. Up into your second chakra, clearing, balancing, and aligning it. And into your third chakra, clearing, balancing, and aligning it. Into your fourth or heart chakra, clearing, balancing, and aligning it. And moving up your fingers and arms into the throat chakra, balancing, aligning, harmonizing. And into your sixth chakra, balancing, aligning, and harmonizing. And into your seventh chakra, balancing, aligning, and harmonizing. Your rainbow bridge from your base chakra to your crown chakra is now open. And we feel the energy coming up through our body. And now we feel the energy from our higher self coming down into our crown chakra and down, all the way down to the base chakra. And it creates a circulation of the yin and the yang energies in a figure eight in the body. And as it does this, it opens a strong channel to our higher self, to our soul, to the divine consciousness from the spark within us. We can now hear, see, feel, or however you get your information from your higher self, from the divine. Ask what you can do or say or change or think differently in order to forgive, in order to live in happiness, in order to enjoy your life fully. And to consider what you're thankful for, so that whatever it is, more will come into you. For example, my friends and family are all healthy and happy today. I am very thankful for this. My two little dogs, one of them very old, are healthy and happy today. And I am thankful for this. So what are you thankful for? And what do you need to do to improve and expand your gratitude this month? Okay. Going to slowly begin to come back. So just think 3, 2, starting to move your feet, and 1, coming back into the room. So if you're someone that likes, oh, sorry. I tried to stop the music and it kept going. If you're someone that likes to journal, now would be a great time to write down whatever came through during your meditation, things you can do, what you need to change, any thought processes you might need to work on. How can you have more gratitude and joy in your life? If you didn't get anything, then do the meditation again when you're in a different mood. But here's hoping that your month of December, which according to astrologers is supposed to be pretty awesome, especially what's today? Today's the 1st. So I think around the 4th or the 5th, depending on where you are in the world, we're going to have some major energy shifts. And then in January, it's even going to be better. So this is a great time to be happy and to enjoy that happiness and to know that the world is changing in a positive way. Don't buy into all the negativity you hear on so many channels. Just know that everything is in divine order and that we see a very happy, prosperous humanity. There will be changes. Change is difficult. Change is difficult because we have to tear down old structures, old ways of thinking, and maybe even change some of our core values. Do you know your core values? Write those down in your journal also. What are they now? And then in a month, do it again. Write down your core values and see if they've changed, especially after the new year when things really shift in mid-January. How have things changed? And things are changing rapidly, and they're going to continue to change, and I believe in a very positive way. So be positive, be happy, enjoy the month, and live in gratitude. Thank you for joining us, and remember to be the light you want to see in the world.